Welcome back. It's been a while, but my work week's been crazy. Right now, I'm at 6 to 7 days a week. So, anyway, I have moved a lot of the storage, well, all the storage that was sitting right out here into here. It's not really full, and I tried not to keep it that way because some people want huge storage. I don't. I really don't. I want as small as I can get it and kind of moving around. This guy I put over here. I still covered him because he shouldn't be standing out in the rain. Then, yeah, see, this is gone. We'll get back to this later. But I finally have a plane. What has been the struggle of my life is one thing people don't understand is I don't generally care to build in Minecraft. I can do it. Now, if you made me ask me what I do, I prefer terraforming versus this kind of thing. And there's so many aspects of this mod pack or mod packs like this in general that have so many extra stuff you can add to it. Like this one I kept relatively plain. And then this one, I really kind of just threw everything at it that I was looking at the time. So it's kind of a mix or a hodgepodge of stuff, which I like. I was at first looking at, I think, oak. It went from oak to birch because I wanted it to be a little brighter. Then I saw this granite textures that I really wanted to use as well. I like this. It's, I think, a little darker. Obviously, you can see these little darker areas here versus kind of the spotted look as a standard granite block is on this. But before we get to that little bit, these little overhangs, I really love how this attaches to a fence. This is a fence, and the light attached to that like if it was a wall. So you walk in, these mahogany doors, and then we have our kitchen space here. These are small. These are just really up here for decoration. I probably will put food in there eventually because I kind of wanted my food to kind of be in the same area. I feel like I missed something here. It would be a blast furnace, but I don't necessarily need, I'm not cooking in that, so it makes no difference. But you can use all of this, not that, as storage like this. This I think I got from a quest. Can't use it, but it's there. Same with placing these types of things adds to completing quests, just to let you know. Sinks the same way. These jars and stuff. So I'm going to try to keep my food in here. I just put the jungle wood up here so I can grow my cocoa beans here because there's really no other place I'm going to need them. And from here, you go into this living space here, which I think is really cool. Of course, a functional bed, this lamp. If you are unsure about ingredients about stuff, please just collect certain stuff, dyes and stuff like that. Wool, because you will need it, because these things aren't complicated, but they take more resources than you would think for that sort of thing. It's not complicated, but it's just more steps per se. It's not like you got to put it on a table and grind stuff and add power and nothing like that. Favorite plushie so far that I've got from a quest, Drown one. The donuts I got from a quest as well. You just set that there. I can't eat them, unfortunately. You can sit in the chairs, which is nice. This little picture frame you can make. And then these bookshelves. You can't put, let's say like this. I don't think you can put blocks like that, but you can put items on it, which I think are really cool. These are just books I'm not going to use. But from there, this is going to be a huge lag thing. So I didn't really want to do this kind of detail everywhere because this is too much. It's right now, my frames are fine. They're great. They're amazing. I finally got cows, FYI. These things got on my nerves. I had to go, I think it was 400 blocks from over here, but I finally got cows and I needed milk for some recipes. So like mozzarella, I think. These barrels are amazing. They're not hard to make. You add a barrel to just a barrel. I don't have one on me. A barrel. And then just one single piece of one of these. One single piece. One potato, one beetroot, one carrot, one apple. Just one. Right next to it on this table here. And then that's how you get this. These are really, really cool. They actually add. Then, of course, I have this here, which I put these here because they're actually called firewood. That's why I put this here. I don't really have any firewood burning. It is part of a quest to place a birdhouse, just to let you know. I kind of want you to see those ins and out kind of bits that are like that. I will be adding some more trees as well on this. But from here, I think I just need a break and would like to explore. I don't know when these started generating, but basically I ended up to, of course, a lot of ocean, a lot of water. And then these types of villages would show up. Honestly, I thought I had found pretty much every variety, variant, that is, of whatever villages I could come across. And of course, this one showed up. I have never seen this one, like these floating villages. And I will say these villages like this are, I guess, not complete for what I've explored so far. There was a handful of these in this little space I had. I took the armor. I really don't know how much armor is going to do me right now. I think in another episode, I'm going to have to test that out and go to the nether. I actually even set up a portal. I just never lit it. Because right now, damage is not too bad. I don't really see too many mobs. I don't know if I'm going to get any mobs during the nighttime. Since I have these kitty slippers on, creepers shouldn't be an issue anyway. Which is usually the big thing for sleeping. Not zombies or skeletons. Nothing really like that. Not a huge deal. But I do want to kind of test the waters, if you will. But after this village, I'll end up in villages I've been to already, like this one here. This one in particular, of course, I like how it's laid out. There's a lot of doors, a lot of small spaces, which I think are really cool how they have these things furnished. There is a lot of pots in here, flower pots. I took them, as many as I could take, which I mean, I could take them all, but I got too lazy trying to open doors this whole time because there's a lot of doors. And these fish as well, I started taking those because to add those to those aquariums, which I'm still trying to figure out how to use. All I know is you have to place the aquarium down. This is a totally different topic, but place it down and then you click on the aquarium with a bucket of fish. That's how you add the fish so far. I don't know about the coral and everything so far yet though. And then this right here, he just didn't want to take the flower. They never take the flower. Don't know why. This little thing I just love. It's not my boots or slippers. It's a magnet that you actually add. Basically, whatever you break will instantly just basically attach to you. And what's funny is my inventory is full is why those are floating. And it just stays with me. It stays right with me. So I've had these bags. Now, full disclosure, I thought these bags were like loot. And then I started reading they're just hat bags. So I went through this quite a bit. All these different, was it common, uncommon, rare, and then epic, I believe, the bags. I got them as I explored. I think I may have got a couple from West as a reward. But you can see all these different little hats that I'll never wear. Because the only thing I'm wearing is this straw hat. Because if I were to trade with a villager, then the villagers will basically lower their trades, their cost. That's why I keep this straw hat on. If you didn't know, I'm not sure if these things have any actually function, but apparently we're getting a cap collection, if you will, for that. And then of course you have these things like the meshes bottles. The Tuniverse is truly an incredible something. I don't know what it said. Then you have the shells, which I think are really cool. I'm just showing this type of mechanic because the same way as coconuts is the same way. You throw it and then they break and then you have coconut to eat. So I waited and waited, did some fishing and stuff to get enough tickets to buy this biplane. And from there, I thought that I unlock the biplane that I'm looking to add. What I didn't do when I submitted this here, which I didn't notice, you can see that red exclamation mark right there. I didn't click on it. All I had to do was click on it. I didn't figure this out until well later, after I've done this, all of this stuff here. So I click on it, and now I have to try making the biplane. I should have just clicked on it because I didn't need to make the biplane. That's what I'm saying. I didn't need to make the biplane because all I had to do was click on it and it would have gave me one. So now I have 2 biplanes. Just spoiler alert. But if you're wondering, it does take a little bit of crafting. It's nothing major. It's stuff that you would normally commonly have. Interesting enough, my most annoying thing I had that I didn't know where it was until after the fact was redstone. I never have any redstone because I never use it for like anything. But I have made this plane and I don't know how it works. I mean, I assume it flies. I just noticed there was a oak trap door what I'm sitting on. Didn't realize that until just now. Anyway, I didn't notice that like right there. See, I never even saw that. Mounting and mounting, unmounting. I don't know what all these little parts are. Obviously, there's storage on the right. I guess you can speed it up with rockets, and then coal's in there. Don't know how to get it up in the air. So, like anything else, like I'm playing Pilot Wings, if you've never played it, you're probably way too young. Is trying to figure this out as I run everything over. Now, I don't know what the collision is, like where the hitbox is, because I know I can run through the propellers and stuff. Some planes, in some mods, you can, like, the 1 blocks, you can go over 1 blocks, but I don't know. I don't have a clue how this works. I'm not going to look it up because why not? See? Right there, the collision's not there, so I guess it's about where I'm at right now, where I'm sitting. And I'm still trying to figure it out. It's picking up, and I didn't know what to do. Still didn't know what to do. At all. And of course, I think I've broke it. Doesn't say what tool, but you can see it changing color. I don't know if you can actually destroy these or not. So I went somewhere else to actually have a little bit more space, which was, I think, the closest village to me. Add that. And the trick, I believe, besides speed, is holding space, I believe. Yep. It's still not going very well. Still not going well. Yeah. I was afraid I was going to lose this because, again, I haven't figured out that I can... All I had to do was click on the biplane in the quest completion. So I'm trying to save my biplane. And I'm going to keep trying. Hopefully not break it, that is. I don't break it, but I feel like I get pretty close. Add it again, and I'm pretty sure this is when I figure out its space. Then, of course, controls are inverted. Down's up, up's down. Sort of thing like a regular plane. So, all I want to do is fly back home. I really don't know how much fuel it uses for that matter. What is that bar over my hunger? Sorry, I'm looking at other stuff now that I can see this. But that's all I'm doing is just flying home. Hopefully the next episode I can actually get some more villager interaction because I really want to find how I can interact. And these villagers are supposed to be able to work with you, craft things. So what I'm reading in all these notes and the messages on the screen. So hopefully after that... Hopefully you didn't hear that it's thunderstorming right now because it's a huge storm right now. Again, hopefully everybody's safe. But yeah, this is basically what I've been doing. I've been trying to get bits and pieces as much as I've been working so far. I really am trying. I haven't forgotten. I've been trying. So hopefully next episode we have a few more things to add, buildings, and also, you know, just the mechanics of this mod pack. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.